Against all odds, the Indian cricket team toppled Australia at their home in the opening test of the 5-match Border Gavaskar Trophy series in commanding fashion. India arrived into the series low on confidence and expectations given their home series loss to New Zealand. Australia were firm favourites, with experts predicting a drubbing win for the home side at the Optus Stadium in Perth. But the Bumrah-led Indian team silenced the white noise as they dominated Australia on all 4 days to register one of India's greatest wins on enemy soil. In the absence of Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah took on the captaincy role and led India from the front. After a horrible batting display in the first innings, India were bowled out for just 150. Australia were on top of the game, but Jasprit Bumrah simply had other ideas. Bumrah, with the ball in hand, decimated the Australian top order to set up India's recovery. In a fantastic bowling display, Bumrah bagged a 5-wicket haul as India knocked over Australia for just 104. India entered the third innings with a handy lead of 46. The opening pair of Rahul and Yashasvi Jaiswal showed excellent discipline and patience to put together a historic stand of 201 runs. This marked India's highest ever opening partnership in Australia in 20 years. Rahul scored 77 while Jaiswal scored a memorable 161 to bring up his first century down under. Jaiswal's 161 certainly set India on their way to a thumping win, but all the headlines were stolen by Virat Kohli at long last bringing up his 81st international century. Virat Kohli was under immense pressure going into the series, with reports suggesting that if his form didn't improve, he could face the axe from the Test squad. But Kohli silenced all his doubters in spectacular fashion as he scored his 10th ton against Australia and 7th on Australian soil. As soon as Kohli got to his 81st international 100, the Optus Stadium in Perth erupted to huge cheers as the King rode back to form. India set a towering total of 534 for Australia to chase, and the bowlers showed no respite in the first innings as Australia were never really in the game. In doing so, India handed their first ever defeat to Australia at the Optus Stadium in Perth and have become the first team to win at both the Waka and the Optus Stadiums in the city. The Indian domination under Western Australian skies sets up the series perfectly, as 3 more wins without losing a test would guarantee the visitors a spot in the World Test Championship final. The return of skipper Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill will further boost the team going into the second test, a day-night encounter at the Adelaide Oval. India will be looking forward to wiping off painful memories of 36 all-out at Adelaide back in 2020, while for Pat Cummins and co, they need to lift themselves up quickly if they want to win back the Border Gavaskar Trophy for the first time in 10 years.